Hey everyone, just getting started here. Getting the stream up and running a few minutes before the match actually starts, mainly so I have a little bit of time in advance to go over all the different matchups and the betting situation. Probably too late to actually influence anyone's actual betting at this point, but that's not really a bad thing. Got a super special guest. I thought it might be a good idea to, since a lot of my viewers aren't necessarily hardcore PvP people, to get someone who's not a playoffs player on the stream with me. Got Tristan in here to represent the average Joes.
I was away. I couldn't do as many games.
That's fair.
I couldn't get into the playoffs. I was in Florida for a while, so I didn't get to play as much. Next season. Next season I'll be there.
Tristan's actually been traveling like... You've been away more than you've been home for the past 4 months.
Yes, so missed out on a lot of playoff stuff. Got a few matches in, but not enough to get in there.
Alright, I got the chats open here. Let's just make sure the people know that we're here. I'll get rid of my huge face. They don't need to see my face, just the link. Alright, let's get this little welcome screen off and actually... Campa, toxic, yeah. Yeah. It's a PvP stream. There's a little bit of toxicity allowed. So I think what we should do, Tristan, is probably just go through the games one by one. We'll go down the left side and go down the right side and just kind of give some cursory thoughts on who we each think is going to win. And I guess we'll take a look at the betting situation. I have some overall thoughts about the betting situation. I guess I'll start with that. I tend to only really like to bet if the odds aren't super even. So many of the games this week, the Hayl versus MeowSensei, say what you will about who you think is going to win it. Cecil versus Gaul, all these games are really even odds almost. So it's
yeah, I mean,
kind of doesn't feel worth spending tickets on.
Well, when you look at all the brackets, the only one that looks like it has a really clear favorite is Autorun.
Yeah.
And everybody else, it looks like, well, Raven looks like he's got about a little more than 2-1 advantage. But everything else is pretty close.
My point is, at this stage of the game, all these players are good, pretty much. Everyone kind of has a chance to beat everyone, so you want your betting odds to reflect that.
Yeah.
If I'm picking an upset or a favorite, for example, say I think SCL is going to beat Clockyear, so if I'm putting a bunch of tickets on him, and it's a 60-40 game or something like that, I don't know, but the payoff doesn't feel...
Yeah, you're not getting good odds, really. I mean, I think it's more for fun and...
Yeah. I want gold.
But yeah, you're right. A lot of times, if you saw someone who was an underdog in terms of the betting, you might throw some tickets there because really anyone at this stage is such a good player. They can obviously win their match. So everybody's got a chance. So if there is a clear underdog, you might as well throw some tickets there so you can get a big return.
So let's start with Hayl versus MeowSensei. I know you're a Hayl fan.
Well,
you like his style.
I mean, I like playing a slower game, so I like tanks, I like a tank push, I like healing. So I don't like the trade game, I don't really like the rush game. I mean, I like it, but my characters aren't built for that, so that's not what I really focus on. So, I like that, but I do think that game approach is struggling a lot, especially this season. There's just so many strong guard ignores. There's so many DPS now that can really almost one-shot even a big tank. So it just feels like tank push is not as strong as it used to be. There's so much displacement going on. You've got Archon, who's in a lot of boxes. You've got those two you've got really almost 4 super strong assassins with Cherry and Werner and Epsilon and Kyura that, almost all of the boxes has pretty much all 4 of those characters. So you're always running into 1 or 2 really strong assassins.
Right, so I think that's one of the things that Hayl has made a strength of his, though, is not just playing the style of box, but also all of his characters are, custom-built to be able to either survive or counter kill assassins.
Yeah.
So like knowing that that's the weakness of that kind of box, you have to kind of build towards, like you said, you can't ban all of them.
Right.
So
we'll see. Obviously he's done really well and gotten this far, so we'll see. But I don't think that's the style that's going to win this season. I think it's really a balance of assassins and trading that seems to be the more meta this season.
Yeah, I think this is a decent matchup for Hayl, though, just because, I mean, there are a lot of players who I think could take Hayl apart. One of his struggles in playoffs is that you're up against his box, so you can kind of prepare, like, pick and ban in advance.
Right.
MeowSensei is a good player, don't get me wrong, but I just don't know whether his box and the style that he usually plays is going to be quite enough to crack Hayl. Now, that said, Meow is a pretty clever player too, so he's had a week to prepare a specific strategy. So I'll be interested in seeing what Meow like wheels out to attempt to deal with that. But I give the edge to Hayl in this particular matchup. Slight edge to Hayl.
That definitely seems to be what the betting is saying too.
So then we've got Autorun versus Aerinoa. I think everyone pretty much takes for granted that Autorun's probably going to win this one, just because he's got such a super solid track record.
Yeah.
He's the Season 5 champion. We know that account is played by one or more really good Chinese players. Aerinoa's always been in the mix, though. Like, I think he's a really strong, smart player.
Yeah, Autorun, I mean, I watched a few matches this season with Autorun, and, it was like a cat playing with a mouse, even against really strong players. Like, just no one seemed to even challenging him.
Right.
I think his first match, I don't even think he lost a character in 2 matches.
Yeah.
He just, no one could even kill one of his characters. So he just seems to be almost in a league of his own, the way that he gets challenged. So it'd be really interesting to see, even if he loses.
Yeah, it looks like it could be his season, really.
Yeah.
I think, this is the thing, I think Aerinoa is a really smart player, and he has a good box. He's good at, like, a trade kind of style. But the thing is, if you're playing that kind of game against Autorun, you have to play perfectly.
I feel
you know
like,
what I mean? You can't just rely on Autorun to like make a mistake that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, I feel like to beat Autorun, you're going to have a unique box. You're not going to be able to just try to out-meta. You're going to need like an AoE rush or some type of unique gimmick. Like I think about Whirr's box, who, has this like Empire-specific heavy AoE Langenheart strategy. Like
we're watching Autorun's aid tickets go up like while we're talking about it.
So I think it needs to be something.
People in the stream are listening to us and being like, yeah, I guess I better bet on Autorun.
So I think it needs to be something unique that'll really kind of throw Autorun off his game. I think if you try to go toe-to-toe with just a meta box of, the standard characters that we're seeing this season.
He's ready for that.
That he's already got. Yeah, he's ready for it. His characters are probably going to be better than yours, right? Like his assassins are going to be better built. His tanks are going to be better built. So I think you have to have some kind of unique gimmick to really put him off his game if you're going to challenge him.
So are we saying that we think Autorun's going to win that one?
I mean, I personally think Autorun's going to win the whole thing. I don't know if anyone can challenge him.
Well, we'll get to some possible contenders maybe when we get to the other side. Next up, we've got Cecil H versus Gall.
I mean, Gall's been a strong player for a really long time.
I think they both play tank push, don't they?
I'm not sure. But I mean, Gall's a really strong, smart player. You're not going to get a lot of mistakes. And obviously been in a lot of big situations. I don't know how far Cecil's gone in certain seasons, but I mean, didn't Gall win one? I thought he won one of the seasons.
I don't think he won, but he's definitely... you might be thinking of when he beat Royally. There was a season where he beat Royally, and it was... Some people were surprised by it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been top 16, top 8 once. So this is like his third appearance in the top 16. Definitely super consistent. Cecil has been strong recently. I don't think he got into Apex right at the very start. Yeah, so Season 6 is when we start seeing Cecil in the mix, yes. But with some strong showings.
A couple of 32s, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player. So that'd be a good match to watch.
I think the other thing that's going to be interesting about this particular finals is, are we going to start to see more of the newer characters coming in now that people have maybe sharded them up?
Built them.
So are we going to see more Oboros in the boxes? Are we going to see
I think we're
some
going to be
more
seeing
different characters
we're going to be
coming
seeing
in?
Oboros and Azusas regardless, yeah. I think I give the slight edge to Gull on that one.
Yep.
I think there's going to be some closer matches than people are necessarily thinking. So this is an interesting match here. So we've got Whirr.
So you know this one well.
Whirr, who knocked me out while I was en route. I was driving home from vacation while playing those matches. But that said, that's not an excuse.
And I wasn't there to play or to play with you or give you some advice. I was unavailable, so...
Whirr was going to beat me anyway. I'm not making excuses for it. He played super well and 100% deserved the victory. The thing about Whirr is that his box, like, he has a different, interesting Empire box, but it's super synergistic. Like, pretty much no matter what his pick and ban is, he's getting some kind of team out that he likes.
You know, I think the thing that's interesting about Whirr, and I found this interesting, is that he has Leonhardt in his box, and I find sometimes people will launch their Leonhardts and it'll do like no damage, and then there's other people that launch them and it like kills your entire team.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is about the way people are building that character, but you know, I find that some people use him and he unleashes everything and it doesn't do a lot. And I find Whirr has one of those Leonhardts where if he unloads, like, he just destroys your entire team.
You just need a friend on Cellular Lake to go look at the top 100 Leonhardts and feed his build.
I mean, the way he's built him is very strong. So if I were playing Whirr, that would be a character I would not want him to get out.
Now, Feifei's an interesting one. He's got high power level. He's got lots of built units. But he's only been in the playoffs a couple times before this season. Word on the street, everyone highly suspects that this account is being piloted by someone, and no one's really sure who the pilot is. Typically, like, you know, a lot of the big guns, when they're piloting someone, word gets out, and you know, people start to understand later in the playoffs, like, okay, that's being piloted by so and so. But if you're in the chat and you know who's piloting Feifei, let us know. I don't think anyone's really figured it out yet. But that's not to take away from the fact that he's been having a really good season. So that's another game that I think is going to be fairly interesting. I think I give the edge to Whirr here just because...
Well, the thing about Whirr is Whirr, I believe, has been playing for a really long time. And I remember when he used to run...
Oh yeah, Whirr's got a
He used to run a lot
track.
of very aggressive rush boxes. So he's always been a very aggressive type player. Yeah,
pretty high or good playoff performance in every season. Yeah,
but he's so comfortable with this just hyper aggressive strategy. So
hey, Moon,
dangerous.
Hey, Ding. Hey, LW Gaming. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I didn't miss you. The chat saying hi, Tristan. Good to see Tristan back in action. I think I'm gonna give the edge to Whirr here just because he knocked me out. And I'm not one of those players who thinks, like, oh, go and get revenge for me. Like, he did a good job against me, and I like his box. I want to see it go a bit further. I want to see, like, him play more people.
I think he's the only person using an entire
Whirr versus Gaul
box, right?
would be an interesting match.
He's using a whole faction box, right? All his characters are Empire. So that's very unique, and, you know, hats off to someone who can use a whole faction box and make it work.
Yeah, especially these days. So next up, on the other side of the bracket, we have Ease, which is real Alicia Simp, under his name from Summit der Langrisser, versus Raven71. Now, word on the street is that they played this match early, because one or the other couldn't make it for this time slot. So that may be reflected, like, people may have heard that Raven won that match, and that's why they're all betting on Raven, hoping just for the returns. But
so 212 tickets are out of luck.
Well, they kind of all are, because if Ease doesn't show up, like, if he just forfeits the match, they just all get refunded.
Right. That's right.
So sorry, people.
That's right.
If that intel is true and they did play their match early, then y'all's out of luck. So next up, we've got Trinhuv versus Neversid, and these are two players who I think have been having a lot of success, but also kind of going under the radar. Like, I know Trinhuv fought Junny, my guildmate, in the last round, And Johnny was kind of in the mix. Like, these guys have both been kind of grinding up through the ranks, so it's interesting to see them going up against each other here.
And it looks very even in the betting. So
it looks pretty even in the betting, and also kind of on the low end of all the other brackets. So I think it might just be a matter of, like, people just aren't sure who's going to win that one, so no sense in... And I'm not really either. Like, that one could go either way. I watched Trinhov's match just because I was covering Johnny, and he plays a pretty aggressive style, which isn't surprising in this meta. I haven't watched many of NeverSid's games, so I don't feel super qualified to say who's going to win that one. I don't know if you do, but I'm content to just pass it by and say whoever wins that one will probably have a decent chance against Raven.
Yep.
Next up, we've got Clock versus SCL, and I don't think this is the first time they've played each other in the playoffs.
I think this is probably going to be one of the more entertaining matches in terms of two really, really strong players.
Just really good players.
Going at it. Someone's got to come out of it. SCL, really smart player, really strong player.
And SCL also has Ichao in his corner. She was eliminated, I think, in the last round? Or she's not in the playoffs right now either way, so they've been a pretty strong tandem. Not sure if she's going to be like legitimately backseating the game, but she will definitely have helped SCL prepare for this one.
I think something that's probably safe to say when you get to this point too in the playoffs is I would stand to bet a lot of these people have people playing with them and watching and making sure that people aren't making dumb mistakes or moving characters, too far into other characters' attack zones, and just watching for the little errors. And we've talked about it before that if you do have someone who can play with you, even just to watch to make sure you don't make a mistake, it makes you so much more powerful, because if you know you're not going to make an error, you really have to outplay.
Well, that's
and
like
be
the famous Kong streams from like 2 seasons ago, where me and you would just like play on the last day of the season and go on big win streaks.
But it's really good to have someone watching just to make sure you don't do dumb things and forget to guard or miss that something's been dispelled.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that cost me the most games this season was having guard dispelled and not really thinking about certain skills that do dispel things. Mm-hmm. And, all of a sudden your healer's getting killed and you thought she was under guard and you realize your guard got dispelled by some random, DPS spell that does 2 debuffs and you just happen to not notice that happened.
You're going to like the new version of Elma if her, like, kit is what the leaks say, because she's a tank who is basically, like, immune to buff dispels.
Okay.
And she has a faction buff. Theoretically, has a faction buff for holy class, so it's not based on faction, it's based on class. So I can definitely see you putting her in your box.
I do hate guard dispel. It's very annoying.
This is another one that I think is going to be fairly tight, but I think I'm going to give the edge to SCL on that one.
I like SCL as a player. I think he's really strong. I think I would put my money on him maybe even coming out of that whole bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you did see a hypothetical Autorun SCL final, SCL is a crafty player that I think he's someone who could come up with a strategy.
Yeah.
And, he probably would analyze a lot of whoever opponent he is, he's going to analyze a lot of what they do and probably try to counter it.
Yeah, I can see Autorun coming out of here, and then, like, basically the winner of Clock versus SCL probably going up against the winner of Trinhub versus NeverSid, probably winning that match. And then, like a Clock or SCL versus Autorun final. I think that'd be a good final, though.
Yep. But, I mean, Clock could come out of it, too.
Yep, definitely. And then we've got Sophia versus Red Guy, and the latest word on the street, literally on the street, from Red Guy on the Discord
is that he's on the street.
Yeah, he said that there's a bridge he needs to take to get home to play his match, and the bridge is closed. So either he's going to be playing like on a park bench somewhere, or he's afraid he might miss his match. So we've got about 10 minutes left to see if Red actually makes it in or not.
Well, that happens sometimes. People get stuck traveling or being somewhere, and that's how it goes.
Are there many Holy class in meta right now? Oh, yeah, I'm sure you could name a few. Kyra, Holy, IBC. Yeah. You could put together probably a pretty decent Holy comp. Like, you could put
Lana.
Mariandel. Who had the past best result except Autorun? Depends. Depends what you mean by best result. I think I'll leave the chat to answer that one, just because I don't want to have to go through every single...
I mean,
like, these guys' backgrounds I'm not super familiar with. Trinhav, I think, is like a PvE whale. So he has, like, he's got a good track record going all the way back to Season 1, but no high finishes.
I mean, I know SCL won the Summit der Langrisser one season, right? So he's, you know, he's won...
Oh yeah, he's always a contender in the Summit der Langrisser. Let's take a look at his history, too. So yeah, these guys both have, like, strong PvP histories.
Another interesting thing you notice about these guys is that, you know, most of them go all the way back to Season 1. There's not too many people...
So SCL has a second place finish. Did I click on SCL? A lot of top 8. Yeah, that was SCL. So far, he's the strongest record other than Autorun.
Pretty strong
Lots of
there.
top 16s. I mean, there's a lot of top 16s among this entire field. But yeah, so far it's SCL and Autorun with the strongest track record. This time Red was the one who was sabotaged. Last time he took out the power grid. Yeah, Red is, I mean, he's a good player. Definitely don't want to take that away from him, but his first opponent forfeit and his second opponent disconnected in the middle of the match.
Oh, that's...
taking an auto loss.
All in on Whirr, that's a good bet.
Should I make my bet?
You're not going to buy more tickets? You're just going to use your free one?
Yeah, I'm not... Well, you know what? I'm going to buy tickets. I'm going to buy tickets and save them for tomorrow.
You can't buy more tomorrow?
You can buy more tomorrow, but you can't buy, like, 10. You can only buy 5 a day. You're allowed to bet, like, 10.
Well, I think in honor of him beating you, you should throw a few on Whirr.
Yeah, the odds. Look, he's not an underdog.
You want to bet on the underdogs?
He's not an underdog, and it's this is like a 55-45 match in my mind.
Okay,
so.
okay. You could bet against Autorun if you want some return.
You know what? I'm gonna put 1 on Aerinoa. Oh yeah, see, you can bet up to 12. So if I keep all my tickets, I can bet all 12 tomorrow.
You want to bet all 12 on someone tomorrow?
Well, let's see. What are tomorrow's matches gonna be? Like, probably Autorun against Hayl or Meow. That's going to be a similar situation where Autorun's just going to be...
the favorite.
Yeah, and then we'll have, like...
maybe a Gall
versus Whirr, which is probably going to be another kind of, like, even split on the odds. Raven versus one of these guys. That might be another even split on the odds, which would be a pretty safe bet. In my opinion, I mean, I'm just not super familiar with Raven. Obviously, he got this far and beat Alicia Simp, so obviously he's good. And then we've got probably Clock or SCL versus Sophia or Red Guy. I don't know. There's no, like...
I mean, I think...
There's no matchup, I think, where there'll be an underdog that I think is definitely going to win.
I mean, they're not... even the favorites aren't that highly favored. You'll still get some return, won't you? If they're not that highly favorited. Like, obviously, Autorun you're not going to get a big return on, but some of the others...
YOLO!
You just... What? What did you just do? You threw your money away.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I? See, now we have to watch this match. we won't be impartial while we're watching it. Oh man, I'm going to make so many millions.
I don't know about that.
Millions!
But now you've got skin in the game.
Millions. Aerinoa, I hope you're not in the stream, because I want you to be, like, meditating before your game. Frozen did the same thing. Hey, like,
you're not
329 people.
You're not that rich, you know. You don't have that kind of gold to throw around.
I know.
Look, you're gonna have more. You're gonna have more crystals than you have gold eventually.
But yeah, all it'll take is basically one enchanting session.
Yeah.
If there's, that's the nice thing though. There's no new characters coming out like right away that I need to get and build from scratch. So I can.
But you can always improve your existing enchants. There's always improvement.
Yeah.
What does aid tickets do? Aid tickets give you gold if your person wins.
Yeah, it's basically just betting. So if you, if the person that you put an aid ticket on wins, you get gold in your mailbox.
And if they lose, you get nothing.
Yeah.
You lose your gold.
And the more, like, the worse the odds are for the person that you've supported. If they win, the bigger the payout is. It's basically like a pretty straight up like ratio betting system.
Yeah.
So we've got about 2 minutes before the matches start. And we've already gone over who we think is...
Do you have a...
We've waffled a lot on some of the brackets just because I think a lot of the matchups are pretty decent. Like, if the matchups were scrambled a little bit, there would probably be clearer winners in some of the brackets, but for some reason RNGesus managed to match up people of decently similar skill level. Now, next round, that means there's going to be people who obliterate people, but whatever.
So we're going to watch Autorun. What other match would you like to watch if Autorun gets through quickly?
Well, let's talk about that. I know Will _ is streaming Hayl versus MeowSensei. I think Boomerang... There's someone streaming Cecil versus Gall. There's someone streaming Clock versus SCL.
I'd like to see Whirr's match if we have time after.
Yeah, depending on, like, if Autorun doesn't show up, or shows up and then, like, quits during band pick so that we all get our payout, then we'll switch over to Whirr and Feifei. How's that sound?
Alright.
We'll see if we get some more Leonhard action.
You think Autorun doesn't want to play this one?
Well, he's shaking his boots. I think this is actually the second time Aerinoa has run into Autorun in playoffs, too.
That's extremely unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if we're going to see, a big deviation in boxes, if people are going to have changed their box substantially to go against their opponent. And also if we're going to see a lot of newer characters coming in that have now been sharded up.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot of Oboro and Azusa already.
Right.
So either that means these guys are just so serious about PvP that they have maxed them already, or they're just using them at 5-star and they're good.
Yeah.
I feel like my Oboro is pretty good at 5-star.
I think Oboro's in Autorun's box. I could be wrong, but I feel like he's in there.
I've seen a lot of Oboros and Azusas. The person I can see probably changing up their box the most, I definitely don't see Whirr changing up his box.
No.
I think MeowSensei has the highest chance of, like...
An anti-Hayl box?
Of changing up... Well, I think he's going to need to. That's my point. Like, anyone who faces Hayl knows what they're up against. They know what they need to do to win, whether that's banning Landius or, like, having some kind of, like, strategy to crack super bulky characters. And Meow can put together... Oh, here we go. Don't see anything to click on.
Interesting.
Let's load back in. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Let's go, people. All right. Take a look at these boxes. So there's an Azusa.
No Oboro. That is actually a really weird box. That's not what I was expecting.
I don't know. I don't find this weird.
Rosalia?
I mean, she's a single target rush staple.
Has he only got one tank?
Yeah, which is another single target rush.
Yeah. I feel like this wasn't the
So with
box
Archon
before.
in here, he's definitely going to want... Either he's going to throw his Archon under the bus, or he's going to want Aerinoa not to have Hilda.
Is it just me, or their boxes look almost identical?
They're very similar.
Yeah, this is
Autorun doesn't have Werner.
This looks like a trade game.
Aerie has Tiaris to support his rushing and trading.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of rushing and trading.
Probably, yeah. Tiaris, like B-Guy says, Tiaris is probably the least common at this point character in both these boxes. Aerie does not have Rosenseal. So
That's interesting.
His two healers are Tiaris and Sissy.
So he's not looking to play a long match. Yeah, I agree. Watching tank push live is a little boring.
I don't mind watching like tank push replay afterwards.
Replay, yes, not live.
Hayl games, watch those in replay. So both players are here.
So let's see who he's scared of.
This is definitely going to be a classic.
Okay, that's probably a good ban.
A classic trade game right here.
So if he banned his tank, do we think he picks Sissy first? Or is he just not going to play with the tank?
He's going to pick DPS that he can hopefully trade down.
So if both the big tanks go, it's definitely going to be a very aggressive tank or a very aggressive trade game.
I think it's going to be an aggressive trade game regardless. The question is, does Aerie necessarily care about like early banning that Hilda?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Just definitely thinking about it. Okay, he wants to get rid of the big DPS.
Well, especially on the sky map, with him, stocks go up. Okay, so yeah,
first pick.
Aerie securing a good DPS who works even if Autorun gets his tank.
Now, can he be flying if he has gargoyles on this map?
He can. That's a little bit of a tough decision that you need to make on this map, because it does nerf his...
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does that.
It weakens him, and the trade-off is you have more, like, mobility potential.
I feel like we're going to see Sissy banned. Yep.
Oh,
Interesting.
Autorun does
Interesting.
go ahead with the first pick, Hilda. It does
so
make
Autorun's
sense.
going to lock down a little bit, and Aerinoa is going to be stuck having to charge.
That's essentially like a 3-for-1 ban, because now Aerinoa's Archon is not as useful as he would be either.
I think we're going to see Aerinoa probably having to go with Assassins now.
Assassins, Azusa's also a strong potential pick because she can kill Hilda.
I think we see Whirr here.
Ding doesn't like the Lucretia Epsilon bans. Oh, he doesn't like leaving Hilda up.
IBC, okay. I guess maybe he wants to rush. Yeah, if I were Autorun, I would pick Rosen, yeah.
Mebari doesn't like Aerie leaving the Rosen available too.
I would have picked her.
The risk is giving Autorun basically like a solid tank and healer.
Yeah. But it looks like Autorun's on it. Autorun wants to also have obviously a character that can rush in and just devastate him. So he's going to be able to zone him out now with that Helena.
Yeah, B guy. I think the players who put Archon in the box and then don't gamble with the first pick Hilda are just resigning themselves to having Archon left at the end of pick ban.
Yeah.
He's used. When I played with him earlier in the season, I either got him out against no Hilda or he was one of my last 2 characters left.
Yeah, he definitely had to ban the Rosen there, especially since she has an Empire buff. I think he's got to pick an assassin here. Wow, I'm not sure why he would pick Elwyn. I'm not sure what he does.
I mean, I guess he just combos buff strips. If Aerie knows that he needs to essentially crack through this Hilda now.
Autorun made that pick very quickly.
Yeah.
I think this pick ban has really gone poorly for Aerinoa.
Autorun... I mean, there's no way Aerie gets Werner 4th pick left up, right? Autorun's going to ban him.
I would think Autorun's going to ban Whirr and Cherry next. Oh, Cherry gets out. I don't know what she's going to do, really. I think we could see a Rosalia pick. Oh, Archon.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he is going to get Whirr. 5th pick.
Well, that's not bad. This match is going to be interesting.
Run out of time. He ran out of time. Autorun gets 4 to pick from. That was generous.
This isn't as bad as it looks, though. I mean, Aerinoa has Epsilon, Sherry, and Werner, all with IBC buff available. I'm not 100% sure of the Elwyn.
The problem is that he's got Hilda, who's gonna block crit. So any assassin you rush in is gonna get crit blocked and then not kill anything. So you have to almost be able to have someone who can attack, remove that,
yeah,
and then have an assassin follow up. But he doesn't have anyone who can do that. So I would
Sherry's
assume
the closest thing. Sherry's the closest thing because she can hit and run. Like, she can pluck it
Yes.
off and then run back.
And Elwyn could also just be a throwaway attack. So, you know, you could run Elwyn in to dispel and also remove that buff, and then follow up with an assassin afterwards. Or even IBC to attack. So there's hope. It's certainly not going to be a runaway, but when you look at what Autorun's got for weapons, you know, he's got teleport in the mix, he's got long leg Archon with pull.
Yeah, the pull
He's
on
got
this map
long
is so
legs.
limited, though.
He's got long legs D-Heart. He's got long legs Helena. So he's got a lot of really long legs, and really Aerinoa doesn't. And Aerinoa doesn't have a tank. Die-Hard is terrible. I don't think so.
Does Aerinoa need a tank, though? That's my point. Is as long as they keep killing one for one, like, as long as Aerinoa doesn't get behind on the trade game, then that's fine.
If you're gonna do trades, D-Heart's good to trade with because he'll stun someone if he kills someone, and even if he fails, he'll stun them. So he's a good trader. You definitely have to have one that's good enough to really kill characters, though.
Alright, so we're in. They're done setting up. Let's take a quick look at what they've brought. This is a standard setup. Epsilon. We got mass attack on her. We got unicorns on Cherie. Of course, she does have Shadow Raid.
So she's not looking to snipe anyone.
We've got state guards on the Werner to keep safe against the Helena, I guess. And what's Elwyn doing? Elwyn's got his corns. Autorun's got a typical D-Heart. Typical. Brought the Elementals on his Archon, and then we have a couple of Royal Cav units here. With the old Hilda's new armor, letting him bring the 3C and faction buff and route. Is it Cherie with Genius? That I don't know. It doesn't look like Genius from the attack.
So you were right, Epsilon did not go with flyers.
Yeah, I think Aerinoa is going to value the extra bulk and attack and whatnot. Also, he doesn't really benefit super much from flyers against like a unit that can pull him or a unit that can like teleport.
It's going to be interesting to see what Autorun does with that teleport. I have a suspicion that he's going to teleport that Archon in, because Archon can take a death.
That's true.
So, you know, Archon can be put basically right in the middle, and he can survive one attack. Now, Cherry could potentially kill both of his lives, but... Ooh, that's... We got a breeze on Helena, so Helena can basically get all the way across the map now.
Yeah, she can hit.
So there's nowhere to hide.
1, 2, 3.
I have a feeling Aerinoa is now pondering what that means.
With a shiv. That's 1, 2, 3.
I think Aerinoa's game plan has now changed because of that.
Well, I mean, the breeze helps because it means Autorun can get into an aggressive position without having to use this teleport.
But even if he moves his D-Heart in, you know, once he moves his characters up, almost all those characters are going to be able to follow up. You know, D-Heart has a lot of movement with Strike. So even if he charges Helena in, he's going to be able to follow up with most of his other DPS. So Autorun's going to have a lot of weapons flying in. I say we're going to see the end of this match by next round.
Wow.
I don't think it's going to last much longer than next round. You're going to know one way or the other who's winning. Yeah, here comes the teleport of the Archon.
Popping a breeze on the old D-Hard as well.
Yeah, he's fixing that Archon in there soon. Now, could the Archon kill the Cherry right now? Could he reach that?
His pull is 4, right?
Is it?
3 blocks.
Yeah, 3. So I don't think he could reach, could he?
No,
Is he 1 short?
Yeah, he's 1 short. And he's 1 short unless I miscounted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
4.
would be his move.
Yeah, and then
1, 2, 3. So he can reach. So that Cherry's
here.
That.
Oh no.
No, I think it'd be 6, 4 plus 2, right? Okay, I think you're right. Yeah, he would be 1 short.
And then he doesn't get his natively boosted mobility till after the pull, which he wouldn't reach her with. Xeno, unsure why Eri brought unicorns on Cherie.
I guess it's the strongest troop available if you're not trying to snipe.
Is it? Like, she has dragoons.
Yeah, well, if the unicorns are mostly going to be on grasslands.
There's some grassland here.
It's not a bad choice if you're just trying to do damage. Don't they do magic damage too?
Right, that's what Xeno's saying in the
Yeah.
chat. Is it just because of the mixed damage?
Yeah.
So moving Cherie back also blocks that 1 square above Epsilon, which prevents Helena from getting him with her single target.
Right. I would think that Warner's going into defensive stance.
Well, he can't hear because he's right beside a teammate. So if that's defensive stance and not active right now.
It doesn't do anything. Oh, another breeze.
So that solves Archon's mobility problems. So now, no matter what Eri does with his turn priority here, he knows that either
Helena and
Helena
the Archon are coming
and
in.
or Helena
Yeah.
and or Archon.
Yep.
So Autorun has his built-in follow-up. Can D-Heart reach 2? Is Strike 3 move?
3, yep.
Yeah, so D-Heart can get right in here as well.
Yep. I'm not sure what Aerinoa does here. I don't know what
Well, he
what
can't
he can
really
do to
launch an
defend it.
offensive. Like, he's basically just got to hope that
I think what he's
whoever Autorun kills, because he will be killing.
he can counter kill.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, he has enough weapons to do that, so maybe Autorun might be able to take the initiative, but
Kinda
if he
depends.
gets counter killed,
Kind of depends, because, I mean, this Helena will come in, no matter who she hits, she's going to leave a bunch of the rest of this team pretty hurt.
yeah.
So Autorun's just taking his turn order smartly here, leaving his big weapons until later so that Eri has less options available
Yeah.
for the counter kill.
Yeah, I suspect we'll see Hilda move next. So, Aerinoa has pretty limited healing, probably just a heal from IBC. Elwyn can self-heal. Cherry can heal with her 3C. Obviously, Epsilon heals if there's death. And he's got healing troops, so he does have some healing. I think we probably see an attack here. Possibly Archon.
Who would you lead off with? You like Archon because he has that revive, eh?
Yeah. I think the question is do you really want to kill IBC that badly?
Well, you could pull IBC and then run around her and kill Cherie.
That's probably what I would do. I think Cherry's probably a pretty dangerous character that I would take off the map. She can stun. She could stun that Hilda.
She also has the 2 hits that could take Archon's first and second lives. So if he takes her off the map... Right, he's going to open with Elena.
I suspect she's going to kill Cherry.
Yeah, there's enough range on Autorun to be able to get around there, guys. Alright, so the splash damage invalidates the shield, but Epsilon's still in decent shape. The rest of Ares' team not super crippled, other than IBC.
I think potentially Epsilon kills her.
So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can pull the IBC, and then from there he has his act again, so he has another 6, and he also still has Tide, so from that pull he can get wherever he wants.
I mean, I think the only choice here, he's got to counter kill her with Epsilon.
Especially if you're thinking that Archon's just killing Epsilon next turn. Like, you want your Epsilon to kill something before he dies.
Yeah. I don't know if the Archon can kill him.
His shield is down.
Yeah, he's tanky, though. But the other thing, too, is D-Heart's going to follow up, and D-Heart's going to stun. If he doesn't kill, even if he does kill, he's going to stun someone, too. So Autorun's going to get ahead in the trades pretty quick.
That's as far top left as Epsilon can get, Campa.
Not sure what the thought is here. I'm not sure what is requiring so much thought.
Well, I mean, it's just...
You've only got one character to move.
Can he keep Epsilon alive somehow? There's nowhere he can go that can hide him. Like, if he was flying, he could go here or here and disappear. Archon wouldn't be able to pop him. But I think he's toast. Like, I think he basically just needs to kill Helena and then accept the fact that he's dead next turn. Or, like, pray that the giant spirit figurines keep him alive.
Yeah, that could be something you could hope for.
NTP TiVo. You have to use those tickets on a player before the matches start. It's basically like betting. If the player you support wins, you get money.
So you're going to have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, you can save them. A little too late for Aerie there. Getting the breeze on Elwyn and Epsilon. Moondoggy doesn't think Archon kills, so I think we're going to see D-Heart make an attempt here.
He's probably going to kill IBC and then stun the other guy. Oh, he's going to go for him.
Burner.
Wow.
That's just another stack for Epsilon. Shield is back.
And now IBC gets stunned.
Aerie is just... He's got to hope for, like, a pure Epsilon carry.
Could he reach Epsilon?
Oh, he's shielded now, so I don't think it would matter.
He might try to break it just to go for him anyway. I don't think he can reach him anyway. 6 move.
He still has his tidal surge, too.
Oh, right. Yeah, look, he is going for him.
So
he's going to try to kill him next turn.
Well, he has both of these guys right in the mix, and Aerie can only kill one of them. So you think Aerie takes a life, and then Otto just kills Epsilon with whoever's left in there?
Yeah.
D-Hard has no
D-Hard
skills.
has no
He's probably not
skills.
going to be killing Epsilon.
I would probably attack Archon with Elwyn. I would, because then he can't heal.
Yeah.
Yep. Why didn't he revive?
Passive disable from Elwyn's 3C.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. Yep, that's good. I don't know if Autorun was thinking about that. I think he probably thought he had a revive there.
I don't know.
I mean,
He
hard to say that he wouldn't have
He
thought
had
of
two
that.
killers in the zone.
But I didn't think of it till I just saw it. But obviously they're tied still. But now D-Hard has no skills.
Do you run your D-Hard back here? Just reset.
I think you have to.
Get your skills back. You have T-Jess back there with another teleport coming up.
Yeah. I think Autorun has to just reset here. Yeah, T-Jess can jump in. T-Jess could jump in now. Does she have teleport back?
Not yet.
No.
No,
yeah,
she does.
she does. Yeah.
But what's she?
She could teleport
She's
to
gonna
Die Hard
kill
and then kill
IBC.
whoever. Well, she could kill whoever she wants. I don't know if she can reach Epsilon now. I think Epsilon's out of her reach.
He's hiding anyway.
He
isn't
might.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. Well, no, because he's not at 100% health.
I think he's gonna move his Hilda forward and then maybe try to teleport in front of her and then kill the Epsilon. That's a potential move.
You mean Hilda comes down here?
Yeah. Oh no, it goes.
Let's see who he's gonna go for.
I think he's gonna kill Elwyn.
I think he's gonna go for Epsilon.
Can he reach? Oh yeah,
If he moves.
he's got his 4 stacks.
Yeah. It's fairies versus zombies,
Yeah.
and Epsilon's got his 3C back. You want him off the board. You take advantage of the fact that he's hurt. He has no shield. He's not hiding.
Yeah, she can kill him for sure. I think Autorun might be.
Aerinoa is completely out of backup time already. That
Oh,
hurts.
he has the staff too.
Oh, yep. Epsilon's down. I don't think Elwyn and IBC. Like, you need to. Both of those units need to get through Hilda somehow.
Yeah. Can Elwyn reach T-Jess right now?
Yeah.
Can he?
He has 8 move.
Well, that's got to be the play. But I don't even think he can kill her, can he? Because she's got the shield.
What shield does she have?
That little fairy shield.
He's going for it with IBC.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, to dispel it. That's why. Yeah, that was smart. Ooh,
Elwyn would dispel.
good clock.
Elwyn still has his 3C up.
Oh, yes, that's right. It's not over. Ooh, wow.
Oh, 26 hit points. I mean, she's routed, but look at this.
Wow.
She is toast.
The problem is Elwyn can't get through that tank.
Right. I mean, he can come in now. Royal Cav's not too bad for him. He can strip Hilda's buffs, but then it's just Elwyn, essentially.
Yeah.
Ooh. So what do we got? She's completely empty. She can't use passives, can't heal, and her guard is down.
No, he's going to be able to take a life off her. Oh, Lion's
That stun
Roar.
is so nasty.
Oh,
it's so nasty.
Brutal.
So Elwyn just eats damage here.
Yeah, he's probably... Well, I think both of those characters attacking him kills him. I think they'll do enough damage to kill him. I mean, he'll revive, but...
Ding says it would have been a kill if he attacked on the grass.
I don't think it really matters.
Well, he would have had Cav Tech, too, from attacking a guarded target.
That's an interesting strategy there. I think you just gotta kill the Hilda now. How long until he gets his other skill back?
Who, him?
Yeah. Is it 1 turn?
Yeah, next turn.
Okay. I mean, that'll help a little bit. You don't want to get routed.
Yeah.
But he's got his skill coming back now. He's gonna get stunned again. Yeah, he's in trouble. He's dead now. He's gonna get stunned and then killed.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Wow, that ended up being closer than we thought.
Yep, good game to
I
Aerinoa.
think Aerinoa needs to take heart.
If I'm Aerinoa, I would ban that Hilda. I would not let him get a tank if he's gonna take yours. I expect that now. I expect
close.
Aerinoa's gonna ban that Hilda first pick.
That was close, but
I think Autorun will do the same thing. I think they're both gonna ban their Hildas.
Could Aerinoa have done anything different to make that go different? Like, Autorun got a bunch of breezes to start. Aerie can't do anything about that. I think he played it well, other than maybe running out of backup time. Like, he basically played the hand he was dealt.
I think he could have maybe brought the Flyers on Epsilon and tried to hide him a little better.
Right.
You know, he could have put him in the middle there, and then the only character that could have reached him would have been T-Jess or an Archon pole. So, I mean, maybe there wasn't much he could have done, really.
Aerie got kicked out of the game.
Yeah, the breeze was pretty strong.
Pepsi on Gargs would have definitely given him ability to... Well, just it would have given him flexibility, which I think Aerie was looking for. And honestly, I don't think Pepsi on Gargs is enough of a downgrade that it would have made him, like, miss any essential kills in that matchup.
I think the other thing is I would have maybe tried to put Werner down below with his defense on. Do we think he might be forfeiting?
Yeah.
Or disconnected?
Yeah, Frozen's saying on Discord he's posting pictures of not being allowed to rejoin the match. That happened. Isn't that what happened to one of Red's opponents? Like, he got disconnected, and once you disconnect, he wasn't like he couldn't connect. Oh shit! He DC'd. He's done. What'll happen is he'll basically time out from this, and it'll be a loss because he can't get back in.
Oh really?
Is there a reason it won't let you rejoin a match that you've disconnected from? Like, as long as you're connecting from the same, like, device and the same, like...
Pretty stupid.
Internet IP address or whatever.
Pretty stupid.
I can understand them not wanting, like, Aerinoa to bounce and have, like, a pilot somewhere else in the world, like, join in and take on the second match. But if you just, like, DC like that and then you can't get back in, that's brutal.
Pretty dumb. It's too bad, because that was a... That was a good match.
A good, like, close one to watch. Well, I guess let's hop into the Whirr match, and then we'll hear more later.
Okay, so this one's still in the first round.
We'll hear more later if Aerie managed to get back in or not. But I think he's...
Oh, look, we've got a...
I think he's toast.
Transformed Oboro. So what's going on here? We've got a dead Pepsi...
Yeah, Feifei's down, Kruger, who probably charged in and got killed. Epsilon's down. He's still got his transformed Oboro. He's got Watham. He's got Cherie.
And he's got a dead Leon? Is that Leon?
Yeah, he must have gone in with Leon for like an initial burst.
No, Boro's going crazy.
He's got Alpha and Christian, which is interesting. Whirr usually takes one or the other of those to tank for him.
Yeah.
And he's hiding his Leonhardt. Waiting for the combo to come back.
I think it's looking like Feifei's got the advantage here.
You have that much faith in Oboro to basically wreck face now?
Well, he's also got two other strong DPS sitting there.
I don't know if I... Yeah.
Well, if he kills that healer, it's going to be very problematic. And that Oboro can probably kill that healer. But he's already acted, so I don't know.
And Oboro can definitely take care of himself.
That Cherry can probably... That Florentia needs to get healed.
Yeah, the thing is, Whirr is pretty light on DPS here. Like, he's got a hurt Alpha who's primarily... I guess she has Frontal Assault.
But he has no healing. Feifei has no healing. So
Oboro can keep topping himself up over and over again as long as he doesn't die.
Dead. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem Whirr is facing right now.
Can you see what star level he is? Jesus, that's 6.
I'm not sure. Here he got back in? How does that happen?
Yeah, that was a pretty weak attack.
Well, I'm so glad we don't have to, like...
Okay, here we go.
Throw another match into the bullshit DC fire. So, Aerie did first ban Hilda.
And Autorun let Hilda not get banned. He went for Lucretia first.
He might have judged from that last match that...
it's fascinating
that he doesn't think Aerinoa is going to want to play Hilda.
That's fascinating that he didn't take Hilda first there. Yeah, he's just leaving Hilda alone.
If your Hilda's already down, you do need to get rid of units like...
Looks like Autorun brought up his Himiko.
For Archon. Smart. Especially knowing you're going to leave Hilda up.
Yeah.
Ares' box is the same. He probably didn't have time to change his box.
Yeah. So, Autorun is going to be tankless. So, we'll get to see Autorun without having a tank.
The Hilda didn't do too much for him in his last game.
No, but it didn't, because he actually rushed in. But it just makes you feel like you don't have as many options. Yes, Himiko's very annoying.
Well, if you think you were up against Autorun with a tank last game, and you got tsunami'd, now you're up against Autorun with one more DPS.
I mean, if I was Aerinoa, I would have played my Hilda, but obviously he's not gonna go that way. But now you're starting to see Autoruns picking long-legged characters. And I think long legs, if you're gonna pick a bunch of assassins and not have a tank, I feel like that's not a good strategy. Like, I expect Autorun to play like a Helena or another, long mobility character here. Maybe even Elwyn.
This third pick Azusa into Lucretia is potentially dangerous just because Lucretia is one of the few units who can kill Azusa. So Aerie will have to look out for that. This is worse than game 1.
Yeah, I think so. I just think Autorun's got such a mobility advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, you look, he's got 3 huge long leg characters left to pick from in Cherry, Helena, and Rosalia. I suspect he's going to pick one of them. Like, you gotta pick Elwyn here, I would think. And you want to have a long-legged character. Unless you try to put Werner somewhere, but I think Elwyn would make more sense.
This is why these kinds of games are so terrifying to me, because, like, all these units are super threatening.
Yeah. Probably Helena for sure,
Mm-hmm.
So definitely going to be a lot of trading.
Well, the other thing is, like, Helena kills both Elwyn's lives.
Now, Aerinoa does have a little bit of a mobility boost with IBC, but that's not really going to do much on this map.
Yeah, this is a tough one. It's hard to say. What's Aerinoa's win con here? Who does he need to kill?
Everybody.
The problem is Lucretia can just hit whoever she wants from relative safety.
Yeah.
Watham can get in and zone and wreck face.
I suspect we're going to see gargoyles from...
Especially with a teleport.
I think we're going to see gargoyles on Wedham.
For map traversal?
Yeah.
Does he need that if he has a teleport?
I still suspect we might see it.
Throw your werewolves on and then just get launched?
Maybe. I feel like he might teleport somebody else.
Maybe, but like, Helena doesn't really need teleport support. Ding says maybe Autorun disconnects this time. So, both players currently picking their skills and soldiers, deploying their formation. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, we're into it already. Let's see what we got. We got State Guards on the Azusa. Everyone casting their pre-battle shit before I can click on anything. Pretty standard setup. Pretty standard setup for everyone.
Yep.
Lucretia, single target, mass attack on her.
No, he does have the wolves.
Yeah, wolves on Watham, single target, nothing
and angels
surprising
on
there.
Cherry.
Angels are good. Angels are good against, like, incoming magical attacks, certainly. You don't really need the goblins to snipe. You don't have a
target.
Like a tank. So nothing too surprising from either side here. Aerinoa gonna hang back and see how Autorun wants to approach the beginning of this match.
Another breeze.
With a breeze.
I think Aerinoa once again is
Helena reaches here.
On his heels, thinking about now he's got to rethink his positioning.
That's the thing about those breezes, though. Like, it's fine for Aerinoa to set up in the back to counter that, but like you were saying about super long leg, like super rangy threats,
They just keep coming.
then you're letting the opponent dictate the pace of the game too. So, I mean, one option is to bait the Helena in, knowing that she's not going to have tons of immediate follow-up with her.
I think he's going to be
Either
to teleport that Wedham in pretty soon.
Either you, like, hide back here waiting for Autorun to eventually zone you completely, or you need Autorun to send someone in that you can kill.
He's got the Elwyn who can get over there, so he can try to zone him a little bit with that.
Not against the Breeze Helena who can reach here.
Yeah, well, he should probably move him to the top.
We'll put her in Helena range. Take a hit. She survives that, right?
I would think so.
With her little shield up and these guys?
Yeah.
But I don't think Autorun takes that.
No, he's not going to attack into her. Is that a Boots ham?
No, he has green skill.
So what's that, an Overlord's badge?
Probably Bracer.
Really? Bracer on Venom. That's something I'd do.
Yeah, well, it's good. Don't want your poor little kitty's last rites getting broken.
And that makes his attack kind of weak, though.
Well, it's still weapon levels of attack with weapon levels of skills.
Yeah.
Ding's expecting to see a opening kill with Helena and then Ham.
I suspect
popping
that's coming next round.
Yeah, so he could teleport Helena like 2 or 3 squares forward at the end of this turn to ensure that she can reach whoever she wants. Aerie will get the opportunity to move like one person out of range, and then Helena could go in, if that's the direction he wanted to go.
Yeah. He's got to make sure that D-Heart doesn't just get picked off. He's got to try to make use of him. More breezes. Oh, double breeze. Did you see that?
Who's not breezed is the question. That looks like Baiteheart. Unless he's getting himself in position to be able to do something this turn. But
I don't think he can do anything.
no, he can't. He can run. Run and buff the Azusa.
Well, there's definitely going to be a lot of footsies. A lot of footsies going on. Trying to get everybody in a position. Get the most optimal trades.
See who miscounts one tile.
Yep.
That's me. I'm the miscounting guy.
I do think there's a lot of tile counting going on.
Harry's doing good with backup time, though, in this game. He blew the backup time last game.
I think Autorun, would be looking at that. I mean, I always look at it as a victory if I can get my opponent's time down. There's obviously a lot of thinking that happens now, but you're going to really want to be able to think when things start getting killed.
Right. So, Harry does get a breeze on the Epsilon. Well, Cucumber, maybe you shouldn't have said that out loud. Alright. My beverage is gone.
Where's that Helena's? How's her mobility looking? Okay, so she lost that breeze. So that wore off.
She can still reach this D-Heart handily. thanks to her own tiles.
Yeah.
And Shiv, the old corner Shiv, going through 2 free tiles with Shiv.
Has he used his teleport yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so that's still available. I suspect he's trying to set up a Helena 1-2 punch. That might be the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, that looks like that looks like one of said punches.
Yeah. There's definitely going to be characters coming in next round.
Right, Pulse. That's pretty OP. Rapid fire teleports. Especially for this, like, setup. Was it? Tristan called it the footsies?
Yeah.
The footsies phase of the game? I'm impressed that Aerinoa was so close in that game 1.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, and we'll see what happens here, because it is setting up for just some trading. So you do have to be careful. And, you know, Aerinoa's got Elwyn there. He's got an Epsilon. I mean, those are both really dangerous characters.
Nervous about my gold.
I think you're better get ready to kiss that goodbye.
I was ready when I did it. I did it for the views. For the views.
For the people. Give the people something to watch.
Yeah. I did it so that I could, This match is way more high stakes now.
So it'll be interesting to see if he's looking to go in now or if he's going to wait. I suspect we might see some movement. I'm not sure if he can he reach anything?
Him?
Yeah.
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, he might just position him a little differently. Now, can that D-Heart come in and kill that Cherry? Or would he probably fail?
I don't think that D-Heart kills. Maybe she has no buffs whatsoever.
Those angels suck a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, but... I'm not sure what D-Heart's animations are. I don't know if D-Heart attacks the angels and the fairies hit the hero.
Might be
He's
worth
buffed.
a try.
She's not.
Might be worth a try. Because he's probably going to die.
Right, that's the thing.
So I would probably just go for it.
Yeah, his options are either try to get a kill or just like spend another turn running away
Because he's
going to
stun someone no matter what, right? So he'll stun even if he fails to kill. But then you lose a character just to try to stun someone. So I don't know. Could that Elwyn kill the Cherry?
Can't
Or is
reach.
he short? He's one short.
Yeah, he's one short. That's the thing about going in with D-Heart if you don't have follow-up.
Yeah. The follow-up would have to get close, though, and then Elwyn could attack them, though, couldn't he? Because D-Hard could potentially sit on that.
I mean, Aerinoa's follow-up. Like, if you send D-Hard in and then you don't have anyone to follow him in.
Well, his T-Jess could probably shoot it from a distance. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so he's going to hide for another turn.
He got a breeze, too. That's helpful.
No teleport for now, although it can be pulsed back this turn. Again.
I think that was a nice breeze. That might have given Autorun something to think about.
Well, everyone here is in pretty mobile mode right now. He's breezed, she's still got her 8 move.
Looks like Autorun's just going to set up to kind of protect.
Yeah, so T-Jess has her teleport back after this action.
He can cast Strengthen and then have it back, right? So he can cast it this turn.
Yeah.
I think we might see someone teleport in order to kill that D-Heart. I think we're going to see Helena teleported. I have a feeling Autorun wants to take him off the board. The other problem too is Aerinoa is running out of backup time. There's going to be some critical decisions that need to be made and not a lot of time to make them.
Epsilon getting slightly back onto the field.
Autorun does a great job managing that backup time too. He's still got lots.
He knows what he wants to do.
Oh, here we go. Interesting.
This is a tile planting venture, I think.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Well, he knows that Aerinoa spends backup time.
Breeze.
He spends backup time counting tiles, so this just makes it a little bit more tricky for him. But he can reach whoever he wants now.
Now that that breeze went off, yeah.
Like, Helena can get right into the mix anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
I really think not playing a tank and having a character like Helena out makes things pretty difficult.
You wanted Aerie to first pick Isilda.
Against a character with such... Against a box with so many long-legged characters, it just seems like trying to have a tank out would be smart. Even if it was Sissy.
IBC not going in.
No.
Could she reach?
I don't know about that.
Depending on, I think she could have hit from here or here. Depending on her mobility, like what's her mobility over the sand dunes?
If she could have hit, it would have been worth it for sure.
The old buffs are running down.
Aerinoa down to 4 seconds.
If Sherry doesn't move, Elwyn can open against her.
See if we see a teleport here.
We saw a breeze.
Wow.
Just getting it ready.
I'm surprised.
Just getting it ready. Hanging back. Leaving Sherry dangling out there as bait, too.
I'm surprised Autorun wouldn't have made his move.
I think he's confident that giving Aerinoa the opportunity to open isn't going to be enough to crack him.
Jeez.
Does get the Sherry out of the way, breezes her as well, so Aerinoa can't really open with anything now. Taking the opportunity to get those buffs back. Epsilon, after this turn, is going to want to get his faction buff back up too. So that's essentially like a turn that Epsilon can't do anything here and next turn.
Right.
That's so much pressure, like, at this point in the match, we're on turn 4, they're both hugging Fog, and you know your Epsilon's out of commission for 2 actions.
Right.
This is when you need him.
That might have been the plan.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't the plan.
Also, Elwyn is losing his faction buff too now, right? His initial buff will be gone.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it'll be back.
He gets weaker.
It'll be back. Someone's dying.
But it makes him less strong if he leads off. There's a lot of breezes going off. Ooh, that might be pretty good for him, actually. Gives him something to think about. A lot of breezes. They must love their breeze scrolls. I wonder how many scrolls they have that aren't breeze that are just sitting there.
Well, just think if each one of those breeze procs we saw represented 4 scrolls.
It's true.
Ham should be able to clip the Pepsi with sword.
He should. Because he would dispel that, right?
The sword is 3 span, right?
Whoa.
I've got tooltips up. Alright, so this Elwyn's dead.
Yep. Now, can she kill her? Probably.
She should be able to, yeah. So that gives her a little pre-stack of her magic thing. So when she loses her shield, she just needs to hit someone with a physical attack and she gets her shield
Here
back.
goes Epsilon, I think. Is he hiding? Oh no, he's good.
He was hiding until the sword.
He's good.
Whoa!
Now, can she reach anyone?
I think she breezed, so...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she can hit 2 people if she wants.
So she's gonna take someone down. Yeah.
I don't even think there's a need to run back. Yeah, you just killed someone.
Whoa! D-Heart. Now what do you do?
So you still got a Sherry in deep. This probably can kill Sherry. But then you've got Ham follow-up right after it.
Do you try to take Ham out with IBC? Can she do that? Yeah, I wouldn't have. I would have probably used the
I
IBC
don't
there.
think it matters.
No, I think it's over now.
Azusa's not gonna... Yeah,
Oh,
Azusa's
D-Heart
not
was in
gonna-
the fire. Yeah, he's finished.
Azusa can't kill the Lucretia.
No. Well, like I said, Autorun never really seems to be in tons of danger.
Well,
Good game to Autorun. Good job taking Kong's gold.
who does take my gold? Just the house.
Actually, I take your gold.
Oh, okay.
Because I bet on Autorun.
Yeah, that's right.
So some of your gold goes to make my tiny profit.
What are you going to do with it?
Change all my characters to Breeze and Chance.
What are you building? Are you still building in Oboro? Like unlocking bonds and stuff? At least I can feel like my gold has gone to like make your box better.
Yeah, well, it definitely did. I'll use it for enchanting. I did throw several tickets on Autorun. Felt like a pretty safe one.
It was pretty safe.
But good game to Aerinoa. I mean,
yeah,
you run into a wall like Autorun, you put up any
I think
fight,
Aerinoa's first game was better overall than this one. This one was just like struggling to get a position and just getting hedged out for the entire game, right?
No, Autorun's not even like the final boss. He's like the optional boss that's super powerful. Like Omega Weapon in Final Fantasy. He's the optional secret boss that's very hard to kill.
It looks like Aerinoa is throwing the towel in.
Yep. Good match.
Yeah, good match.
Let's see how Whirr's doing. Looks like there's going to be the final blast. A little 3C coming, I think.
And that is 2-0 for Autorun. GG's, everyone.
Lots of
Meow
betters
did
just
beat
recently.
Hayl.
Oh, hey, that's both of my bets that paid.
Autorun. Gall beat Cecil. Whirr's still on. SCL beat Clock. Never Sid beat Trinhuv.
So I bet on Meow and Autorun there. That's a good little payday for
All right,
me.
let's catch the tail end of this
one each.
Whirr and Feifei game.
Oh, we're in the pick ban of the third game. Okay.
So we get to see the sudden death. One game apiece.
Betty backup. Wow.
Drop the Imelda for
Oh,
Betty.
his Imelda. I think he likes his Imelda. I'm surprised. He must be getting AoE'd. He must have had enough of the AoE.
Just the Himiko? Like, I guess Lucretia, maybe Ham.
Well, I think we see he puts out either...
Oh, Kruger. Yeah.
He's got to put out his Bernhardt or his Leon, I think, here. He's definitely going to want to buff.
Oh god, we've activated the Betty people in the chat.
I like Betty. I have Betty built, ready to go, if needed. Gotta keep your Betty and your Jugler built for when you run into these AoE people. Only Betty could take a bit more punishment. She dies awful quickly.
Yeah. Cucumber, there's a whole little hidden area of main chord where we tend to keep the Betty people. Sometimes they sneak out of there.
I have a good Betty. She's like my third, like, most powerful character in my box list.
Yeah? Well, that's as good an example of any that overall power rating doesn't really correlate to how good the unit is.
No. I think we're going to see Alti. I think we see Alti.
Whirr does love either getting Leon, Alti, or Otto out. It gives him team scramblers.
I think we see Otto or Leon here, one of them. Possibly, I think Otto.
He may want to secure a tank now against that T-Jess.
That's true. Maybe Alpha? Maybe an Alpha here?
I mean, I can understand not picking the tank earlier just
Christian
because you're up against two assassins. The tank's not doing much, but...
Yeah. That's a good pick. I think we might see Cherry here. I suspect we might see an Assassin Cherry.
Whirr saddled with a Betty or an Auto pick last.
Well, I don't think we're going to see Betty.
Auto's not a bad pick, though. He can crack Epsilon's shield with some long-range AoE. Like I said, he can scramble that team.
Well, Whirr might be in tough here.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like Whirr's always in tough with... His box always looks so strange. And he just makes it do Empire stuff.
Well, he's got an act again.
He's got an act again. He's got a good single target killer in Elwyn.
He's got a scrambler. He's got legs.
I'm sad about Aerie. Not just because of my gold. I like to see those little David and Goliath stories.
Well,
I like to see those giants come toppling.
Autorun's just a little too gianty.
He is pretty gianty. So now Autorun is gonna face MeowSensei. Yeah.
Best of luck.
And then Gaul against the winner of this one.
Best of luck to MeowSensei.
We'll have to watch the replay of the Meow versus Hayl match real quick, just because.
Sure.
Just because I want to know what Meow did. What did he bring out? What
Assassins.
secret little weapon did he bring out?
Assassins. That's my guess.
Omega?
You're gonna see some assassination.
Gonna see some Omega action?
Yeah, I suspect he's gonna want to try to get in there with a sword dance, but might be tricky.
Feifei. Oh, Feifei. What do you got up your sleeve, Feifei?
So there's no assassin Cherry.
Cherry's always an assassin if she has Shadow Raid.
No, but I mean she's not going full Goblin Raider assassin mode.
Goblin mode. This is all pretty normal. We got the unicorns on Flow. Got the new skin on Auto over here. Whirr must have seen an Empire Macho Lotto come up, and he was like,
Is that shield bash?
We got 2 shield bashes.
Wow.
2 shield bashes. So we don't have sword dance at all on either
Wow,
of them.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised with no sword dance on Burn. It's really interesting.
Shield bash will let him attack into that if it's in defensive stance, right? It's the same kind of deal as with Himiko.
Yeah, because it'll stun him first.
Yeah. So that might be his... Like, Werner defensive stance might have been his primary concern, and that's why he brought that.
Yeah.
It's an Elwyn with Crush. So there's still a couple AoEs at least, like Flow and Auto, both with the potential to crack Epsilon's shield.
I think Whirr will be happy to gain some stacks on his Flow. So I don't think he'll be in a rush. He's also got a Christian who's got to set up. So I don't think he's going to be in a rush. I think the rushing will be more in Feifei's. You know, it'd be better for Feifei to try to get in there, but I think Whirr is happy to sit back a bit. That's a pretty cool skin.
Which?
The Auto.
The Auto skin? You like that?
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
I don't know, I'm not a big fan of like the nerdy professor look on those characters, like the Sage of the Trees one, and
it looks more like an anime cool looking guy.
Well, he's got, the sword hands. A little like Demon Barber, Edward Scissorhands kind of.
There's the big buff.
Yeah, can't buy, you're not wrong. Auto's too much of a simpering little fake to get a good skin like that. Bernhard, on the other hand, not this one, but his Zeus skin, that's epic. Now we're talking.
I don't use that one. I use the Christmas one.
Yeah. The one where Bern...
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he modestly hides his rippling abs.
It's the Christmas in July skin. I think he's feeling pretty fearless with his winner. I don't think he thinks anybody can really do much to him.
I have killed State Guard defensive stance Werners with Crush Unicorn Elwyn before. But in this position, he doesn't have Grassland.
Right.
Because you get the first strike from your little charge, so it counters the first strike or whatever from the defensive stance. And the State Guards don't do too much. But I think you need Grassland to do it. And it probably doesn't work against, I'm assuming Feifei has a good Werner.
Could you do it and then attack again the next round and kill him? Because he doesn't have anything that could kill Elwyn, right? Elwyn could just revive. I guess Jerry could kill him.
She couldn't reach.
Why not charge in with Elwyn then? Even if it takes 2 kills. Whoa, whoa!
Not give him a chance. Yeah,
oh!
I didn't think so.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! Wow.
Oh, with the 2 fixed spikes. Oh, the battle garb.
Chill at the end.
The battle garb.
Wow. Brutal. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the end, though. Oh, wow. Look how far away you moved.
Still no grass.
That was a deadly play.
I mean, okay, the good news for Whirr is that Autocrato was not super high on the list of his hard carry characters.
No, but he was a pretty big part of his DPS. If he loses Bernhard now, it's pretty much over.
I mean, Whirr only had 3 DPS, and I think Auto was the 3rd most important one.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a good play.
Very good. Goes to show how ridiculous that character is. You might see Jessica even try to save him.
She's the one who put him out there.
Oh, she's down. Her teleport's down.
She's the one who unsaved him.
Yeah, that was quite the attack.
I guess it was Infantry Werner into the Lava Titans, so it makes sense. It was close enough that just the fixed damage was just enough to finish it. Gonna put a bracer on my auto.
Apparently.
Yeah, Stinger too. Yeah, I'm starting. I really like I've been using, since he came out, Assassin Werner. But I do like Infantry Werner for that Stinger and Boots combo.
Yeah.
Whirr getting ready to slowly claim the mid here. Cherie with a threatening aura.
Does he have turn priority? 1, 2, 1, 2. I think he does. Right?
Whirr does.
So I think he can move his Bernhardt in and then try to kill that Werner. Because he could go right in front of Christian and hit him with the ranged shield bash. May not kill him, but it'll stun him. Might kill him.
Oh, I see, from here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'd say that's probably what he's gonna do.
Very interesting to see what it does.
Well, the werewolves won't attack, so I don't think he can kill him. And stunning him might not even do anything, because he can just teleport him away. Oh, he can reach right now. Wow.
Close.
He's gonna rupture him. No, not enough. Oh, he can kill him next turn. You can probably just kill him with Christian, maybe? Can she get in there? No. He's gonna have to probably kill him with Outland. Right?
That feels bad.
Yeah, well... Oh no, he can move Florentia forward and 3C.
Right.
That's probably what it'll do. I assume that would kill him.
Hmm.
It doesn't do a lot of
Assuming
damage.
things.
How many hit points does he have? Oh,
1,000.
yeah, that should kill him.
It should. Do you want to waste your only remaining AoE just to kill him when you need it to get rid of that shield?
Well, he might clock it, but I do think you gotta kill him. And he can't move Bernhardt, or else Bernhardt will get killed.
Yeah. Bernhardt's probably going to get killed anyway with this.
That's true.
Plus he's stunned, so he's not doing anything right now.
Maybe he's gonna move Bernhardt out.
Running back feels bad.
It does, but you don't want him getting picked off. Too many assassins, too many OP assassins.
Tristan's on a real anti-assassin kick right now.
I don't like either of these two characters. They're too strong. I think Epsilon and Werner are way too strong. Shields, overpowered troops, one-shot everything. Too good. Ridiculous mobility.
Moon wants to see Burn attack into Cherie from here and kill him with the Overlord after battle.
But you probably don't kill Jerry, so what's that gonna do?
Don't you? Yeah, you
If
probably
she
don't.
has last rights, you probably don't.
Oh, she does reach. That's fine. That was probably the better scenario for Whirr.
I feel like he's gonna stun. No. He might be going for that Owen. Ooh. Oh, that's dirty.
So dirty. Alright, so the only other AoE Whirr has up his sleeve to crack this,
His Bernhardt's AoE.
or this
Or that thing.
little
no.
spinny thing. I don't think it's necessarily GG yet. Elwyn's very self-sustaining. Burn has wolves that are self-sustaining. It does make it difficult.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good.
That Epsilon is going to be hard to contain. Now what do you do with that Owen? Do you try to kill someone? Can he get to that T-Jess?
No.
Really? One short.
So he moves up one.
Yeah. I guess IBC probably might as well smack that Christian.
That's the thing now.
I mean, might as well.
You can stay back and wait if you don't want to, like, give units to Elwyn or give Elwyn options.
Yeah.
There's no super rush to start smacking the Christian. Like, you're going to be pushed in there to eventually start punching her anyway.
I would probably just go attack now. There's no real reason not to. You don't really need her anymore.
Yeah.
That's the end of him.
Well, maybe Elwyn kills it if he gets lucky buff strips. Because you can dispel the shield.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He probably would get it. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Well, if Elwyn kills that, and then he can stand under guard.
I don't even think he will. I mean, he's gonna have to try now.
He's got to go for it.
But he's got 3 characters now to attack that Christiane.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be dead.
She's going to be dead.
And then Elwyn's gonna be by himself.
Feifei. Looking scary.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go through.
Actually, some solid play. Not super surprising. He's had solid play throughout the last rounds. He's just been kind of a dark horse. Like, no one's really been scrutinizing him super closely.
It's an interesting decision.
That's to guarantee the shield.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad move. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah, it looks like her guard is off. So Elwyn's pretty pooched here regardless.
Well, Elwyn didn't want to be under guard, though, because he wants to be able to revive, right?
Yeah.
But he's got too many characters left.
That's the thing. He revives and then you just kill him again.
Yeah. I mean, now I think you kill the IBC.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at least if you're under guard, then Chris is taking one of those hits for you before she dies. Gives you a chance to, like, potentially, if you're super lucky, kill IBC.
Well,
then get a chance to kill Epsilon.
Yeah.
And still revive, like...
You might have a tiny chance.
Everything needs to go right.
If Elwyn kills the IBC, he attacks with T-Jess, that'll take 1 life off. I don't even know if Cherry can reach.
She shouldn't be able to reach right now. Oh yeah, she's got 8 moves.
So then Elwyn will be able to attack again, right?
Cherry can reach for sure. Alright, he's going for it. Is this grassland?
No. it?
Yep, that's grassland.
So that should,
that's
she
a
should
little
be
something.
dead.
A little something. Okay.
Oh. So overpowered. Epsilon's so ridiculous.
Elwyn can still dispel it. But now, certainly one of Chris's lives.
I think they're both probably gone. If Jerry can reach, then they're both gone.
Who do you go with first?
Jerry.
She just pops this.
Oh, wow. Tristan.
Resetting.
So what do you do here? Attack Epsilon?
Then your Elwyn just gets double popped. Thing is, Epsilon still has one turn of faction buff left, and he has his 3C up, so he could kill Elwyn if he wants. Do you go for it? Kill Elwyn? Elwyn has no revive up?
That's interesting.
Yeah, he kind of needed to do that.
She can teleport in though now. She's gonna teleport beside Jerry and kill him. Or not.
Same deal.
Oh yeah, she can still reach. And now Epsilon kills him?
Epsilon just has to tap it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's over.
GG's. Oh, Whirr didn't let him go down.
Nope.
Interesting matches there. Those ones seemed
So are we done? Everything's done? Yeah.
Pretty close.
SCL wins.
Sophia. So SCL versus Sophia. We think SCL is going to win that one. Never Sid versus Raven. We think Never Sid's going to win that one.
Gaul wins.
Gull versus Feifei. That'll be an interesting one to watch.
Yep, that'll be good.
Both strong players. And then Autorun versus MeowSensei. It'll just be interesting to see how Meow attempts to tread water in that tsunami. Let's take a look at this game, though.
Whoa.
Meow 2-0'd him. Meow 2-0'd him.
It's a payday for me. 4 tickets on MeowSensei.
Tristan getting all the big paydays.
Look at all those assassins. Oh my goodness. Look at those assassins. I told you. I told you it was going to be Assassin Fest.
We got a few
Look at them
assassins
all.
in here. We got a few assassins. Omega.
You said Omega. You said Omega might be in there. Oh, Hayl getting all the assassins too. Look at all the assassins. Doesn't that character also block guard or get around guard?
This is just not a great band pick for Hayl. I mean, he's got Kyra, who can't really do anything to Cherie.
It's Assassin Central.
It's Assassin Central, yeah. I mean, Landius can only do so much. See, he likes Sophia because she boosts his defense even more. His whole team. He just loves to have so much defense on his team.
Don't matter when you're getting assassinated.
It can.
Wow, look
MeowSensei.
at the boosts on those assassins.
Applesauce is not pleased.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Just charging in.
Big old turn 1 hide. Love to see it. Good strategy.
Holy moly. Oh man, just everyone's a sitting duck.
Bunch of sitting ducks. Plus Landius. Gold Magistrate. Fellow all tickets loser. I'm with ya.
I told you Hayl was getting assassinated. Oh, here it comes. Say goodbye to D-Heart. Oh, he's going for his healer. Hilarious. Interesting.
Okay, that makes sense.
No,
that's one of the units Kyra could kill.
No, Kyra's in trouble. Now he's gonna attack her again, I imagine.
The old Landius stun.
Oh, he wants to get rid of him. Whoa.
Has no skill though.
Wow.
Ouch.
That didn't do a lot. Oh, brutal.
So many missed kills.
Yeah. Characters are dead, right? Oh, wow.
Well, that was only a matter of time.
Yep. Assassinated.
So Meow drops Ares and brings up a tank. Hayl drops the useless Kyra.
He got mana.
Yeah. Very nice early banning Rosen and
Oh,
Marietto.
first pick of Melda. How often do you see that in the playoffs? My goodness. That's shocking.
Hayl so far no DPS.
There's one.
So Hayl needs just Helena
I'm not sure what Helena's going to do against two Lancers.
to be able to kill Lewin, a buffed Oboro,
A Lancer or a Boro too.
Epsilon.
I think this match is going to be a slaughter.
Well, we know the result.
I think it's going to be not. I don't think it's
But what's the
gonna be
game plan with this Jugler?
I don't think it's going to be pretty.
Oboro posting up on his comfortable little tree with no one who can push him off it.
Nope. Why would he not have used his Lewin ability there? Did he like not brand?
He might have brought guard.
Oh yeah. Protect. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So tank Lewin.
So that's interesting. That's a good move.
Well, it's a good move when literally the only one
Is a cavalry
DPS
unit?
yeah.
I'm not sure what Hayl was thinking with all those healers and tanks.
I think he's thinking occupy the middle and then survive for 12 turns.
Maybe.
But it's hard to do that against Oboro.
Yeah. Well, also he's gonna get. Well, I guess he's got Helena, but he's gonna get that splash attack too.
Meow's just hanging out with Oboro.
Yeah,
We're just gonna stay back here and. Wait till our Dragon Boy Savior is ready to fight. Alright, let's see what Helena's gonna do.
I don't think it's gonna do anything. Whoa, that was pretty good. Take it back. That was pretty close. That was pretty good.
But now I can't do anything for the rest of the turn. So Meow needs to rebuild.
Yeah, not being able to finish off that Oboro is going to be a problem, I think. Maybe I'll be heal again next turn, too.
Yeah. Boro, taking care of himself. Can't get through Lewin with a normal attack.
That was definitely putting the pressure on.
Let's see what he can follow up with. Jugler's AoEs are gone, and Helena's just on regular attacks now.
Wow, all his characters are immune to that fixed damage too, so that Helena's not doing as much. Here comes the pain. The pain is coming next turn. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of pain.
Just increasing pain threshold.
The pain is increasing.
Keeping those pulses up on Imelda.
We might see a whip. Does she have her whip back, I wonder?
We'll find out, won't we? I mean, we could look.
Oh, she's got mass heal though.
Oh yeah, his team's back in good shape.
Yeah. Here it comes. Say goodbye to one of those healers.
Well, we're witnessing a first pick Imelda Lewin tank game in the round of 16.
Moro Boro power.
Moro Oboro.
I like the Lewin tank, very strong.
It's hard to make it work, but like we said, one cavalry DPS, Lewin can definitely hold his own against those physical.
No.
Nom nom nom.
Oh!
That's a classic Hayl Liana move.
Now he's putting her in the tower. But he's gonna kill her. The Oboro power.
Oboro. If I'm Hayl, I never want to play against Oboro.
No. Nope. Definitely not. That character's almost like an anti-Hayl.
Yeah, pretty much.
Totally against his strategy. And mine. I mean, I don't want to see Oboro if I'm playing with tanks. He just walks around and kills everything.
Never being able to kill Lewin certainly isn't helping his only...
I feel like a lot of people don't know that Lewin has guard, too. Oh.
That's it.
Hayl's still fighting.
Wow, very interesting. Well done, Meow.
Very well.
Meow needed to bring an anti-Hayl strat, and he put one together and executed it quite nicely.
Yep, Oboro is pretty strong.
Well, there's your top 8. I think this could be a good technical game.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if Meow can put some pressure on Autorun. Definitely a strong... That was a pretty strong performance.
Yeah, it was. It was. LW, welcome back to the chat. Hello, how did your stream go? We're just wrapping things up here now. I thought we got to see some pretty interesting games there.
Yep.
I'm
Good
proud
games.
of everyone. Nicely done.
Good games.
I kind of want to take a look at this one, but I'll do it later because we've had a pretty long stream already, so no sense in like streaming every single game that happened tonight.
Yeah.
Got to leave some for the people.
Yeah.
Check out on your own. Well, thanks for stopping by, Tristan, and helping co-commentate that. It's always valuable to have your perspective here.
Thanks for having me.
Some good tactical level insights. And thanks all of you. You can't tell, but I'm pointing at the chat windows. Thanks everyone in the chat for stopping by and providing your own unique perspectives as well. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow because I'm taking applesauce to get some photos taken.
There you go.
Some glam shots of the sauce. And I should be back in time for the stream. I'm 99% sure I'm going to be back before the matches start. But if not, don't worry. I'm around. If I am back, who are we watching, Tristan? You want to follow Autorun again, don't you?
Yeah, we probably watched the Autorun match.
Sounds good. So if I'm back in time, it'll be Autorun again. It's becoming the Autorun show here on Kong Stream. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you then. Happy Langrissing, everyone.